Even name Abulon and name is Zion. No. But the fact is that for us to be able to preach our message very well, we need to focus on Zion, their main target. Perhaps from there, they may actually get the message we are preaching. It's not only Zion. Look, what some of you don't understand is that what Okwara Ndibo is passing through today still traces the foundation to that Christianity Oyadoko or Noyado. Go and watch that video drop this morning. Nwebe and a lot of people are passing through the same thing. So they have taken that battle from Okoyado into targeting some personalities that have one thing or the other to do with this Christianity, where it credibility to Christianity. When some people are inspired, they started targeting people. So that's why we also divided our message to Christianity and also those people they are targeting. Remember that the program of Okwara today started from the day Evangelist Ebuka Obi gave a message to Okwara Ndibo according to what Okwara Ndibo said that day. And no claim of that message. And that message into fulfillment. And somebody actually gave him that money that Evangelist Ebuka Obi gave a prophecy for. That was the day Wahala Okwara Ndibo Bidolu. Now, do you honestly want me also to abandon Okwara when you know that Nife Ayahan Ebuye had nothing to do with Ifo Meta personally, but because of the same ideology they are battling? You see, that's why some of them even stood up against him when he went to Germany, and he resisted them. And ever since then, majority of people, Buluyaga Mbojelu, Ife Basaru COS, Buluyaga, based on the fact, Ndebuka Shoko Miloha, Ejike Moment of Tuta, Buluyaga, based on the fact knowing a credibility to that Christianity as an ideology, by confirming that na prophecy that they said could be into fulfillment. So therefore, now that fulfillment of that prophecy of no nwelu onye nnukwu ego no nwere ego na-abịa his way, what that COS money. Go I go kwa comment una ewe okay, Celestine Okechukwu Uzosiri, okay, Ezugo, we like you till tomorrow. I've agugum this one. Then I like you because you always stand with the truth without fear or favor. Thank you very much. I jump on Guru because he make sense. So no need to read his comment. He's always in the business of not making sense. So let us live in that business. Veronica said, fear not, for God is with you and your family. Thank you very much, Veronica. Thank you very much. Veronica, can you this comment again? Fear not, son of God, for God is with you and your family. Hallelujah. Yeah, thank you very much, Veronica. Then you make a say, I like you just for standing on what you believe, whether in good or in bad, which is very necessary. Thank you very much. Yeah, Aneke Ifeanyi, the way you always stand against the oppressor of Okwara, Aneke Ifeanyi, we need to stand against them. Thank you. Because we know that those people who are oppressing him are not doing it with a genuine concern. We know the root foundation of what they are battling. We know the crime Okwara committed against them. I know the crime Ogechi committed against them. So that is why, whether in good or in bad, we stand with those people. Because those people at one time were the people who stood. Even right now, they are standing for the kingdom. Yes, God can use anybody. God can use anybody. So, I don't just see event with Anya, not just now unfold. I go to the root, the foundation. It will help you to know the direction of your fight. It will also help you to know what you are battling against. So they cannot deceive you. They cannot deceive you. You get the point? They cannot deceive us. Yes. So there are so many people. There are so many people who are still suffering the effect of Nahal Kurunoka Wezioku. Therefore, and that was the same fate Mr. Ibu suffered. Because now Mr. Ibu a Christian. If we has to send there off. If we has to send there go. You see a lot of people. So these days, the battle has gone beyond Facebook discussion. You can see that they are using every means possible. So I can understand the fact that where a lot of people now enjoy that time where we bring so many people now live broadcast, and we discuss on varieties of ideas. People will bring their we just look for many ways of trying to prove to Matthias Nando that they are being deceitful. But in as much as we keep engaging them in the same manner now, but we need to tackle the reality, which is the physical manifestation of that thing on Facebook. They have taken it to the ground, and we cannot look away. Imagine if you want us to close our eyes at the kind of oppression under Evangelist Ebuka Obi. Although good now, he's one of us. He's one of us. Then those other people who said, because much people who like even remember, in as much as a few of them na my comment, but I know that there are some who keep quiet, they cannot talk. And when they keep quiet, they cannot talk. You are a very big bone in their throat. Continue the good work, brother. And they go back to our roots are the problem in Igbo land today. Thank you very much. Tell me one problem I confront to go on Facebook. Or how the architect of that problem. So you could see that they have taken that message from just talking church on Facebook to reality, manifesting it. How else can Okuro come out on Facebook to tell you that you will come out to advocate for Ndento against Okuro, if not because of that background? Okay, look at the people who beef Anisi. Shisomama is against Oka. Ijele speak is against Oka. Ejike moment of truth is against Oka. Linking the vibrator. They spread that propaganda against Okuro and Igbo. They spread those lies against Evangelist Ebuka Obi. Collapse now go into adoration platform. The only issue I have with Father Mbaka is because he allowed himself for these people to use his platform, and he's up till now he is still refusing to put a disclaimer to rebuke all those people. He is still refusing to do that. It's not that I have any problem with his own personality. When you see me point at so many events of the past, it is to remind him. It is to remind him that these are the things you pass through. Why allow another person to be subjected to the same thing you pass through? And with you even being also part of the instrument that will be used against the same person. That is it. Beyond this, I don't have any personal problem with him, and that is why you don't usually see me. You don't usually see me going after his personality. No, that's not me. I go after the event that has happened. I'm not his personality. I'm not after his personality. My own is just, if you can understand the message that is hidden in what I say, then it will be lacquer. A lot of things has happened, and if you trace all of them, you can still trace them to the very discussion I made discuss on Facebook. First time, the issue of Mamu Mushu. How else? Is it not for them to prove to us that miracle does not exist? That there is nothing like prophecy? Jump into the case of Mamu Mushu, case of Lovett, and Everett. All they are doing is just to prove to us that there is nothing like prophecy. There is nothing like miracle. But you and me know that prophecy exists and is real. That a miracle exists and is real. So if we now help them to bring down what God is using Evangelist Ebuka Obi to do in Zion ministry, don't you think that it has gone a long way to prove to them or to prove to the world that there is nothing like a miracle, there is nothing like prophecy, that God does not exist? Don't you think so? Don't you think so? So even the equivalent for those people who are feeling like yes, we go these days now is more like Zion. It is still the same movement. It says you have shifted. No, we confront these guys according to what they bring to the table. We follow them according to the route and the road Hanagane. If they use jet, we fly with them. If they use helicopter, we fly with them. If they use kite, we fly with them. If they use bus, we go on a bus with them. If they are trekking, we trek with them. If they are running, we run with them. That is what we do. So we follow them as they come out. So if the direction they have gone to is Zion, why we will not follow them there? Does that mean that Namato will go the struggle into Zion affair? That is not true. That is not true. But the fact is that we use their own words against them. And if we keep quiet, Zion ministry is a ministry of strategic interest as far as Christianity is concerned. As Onyibo. So we need to show them this is what our God can do. They talk about church, not enhancing development. And I thought development in Zion, that is a church, is bringing to Ngobala. And we are showing them if church cannot bring development, what is it that is happening in Ngobala? So how honestly can you say that we are reducing it into a Zion affair? We are not. And they said Matthias hospital, free hospital. The other day I told them about the maternity in the Winners Chapel nationwide. Nationwide. In free delivery. We show them that. That is Winners now, not Zion. Even the day I asked AGK Moment of Truth a question about Ahoriawe between church hospital Matthias and the Ienu ablo Zion way. The Sun Hospital Akudo ablo Zion way. Immaculate Heart ablo Zion way. Then all Seraphic Hospital Mpolo all Zion way. So Ozamusim no Zion no Seraphic Hospital it's a question I asked him so that he will understand that if I Matthias pretend they know name Nandoka name sinsi. Nandoka name sinsi. That is it. Because the artists now to comment guru. Also, we have ended fake prophecy of Zion. Except if you say that you have ended fake prophecies of Zion, you are confirming to us now the whole prophecies Evangelist Ebuka Obi every day na program open heaven na hanjani real prophecy. If you say you have ended the fake prophecy of Zion, then what it means is that na prophecy ni Evangelist Ebuka Obi no open heaven on every day na hanjani real prophecy. Hallelujah. Amen. So while we are discussing, I want more people to tell me like about Ezugo. I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know. I want to know what is it that you don't like about me. Now, ụfọdụ n'ime ndị mmadụ ezugo, it is just because of Ogechi. Stop getting yourself involved in a matter concerning Ogechi. Stop getting yourself involved in a matter concerning Ogechi. Minus Ogechi's matter. I love you. We like you. You see, that also, except if you don't value what I stand for on this Facebook. Perfect or I'm a human being just like you. But and I always make mistakes, a lot of them. But that does not mean that I don't know. I don't know how I see life. I know how I see life. I know how I arrive at my judgment. I know how I judge issues and matters. I have looked deeply into the matter of Ogechi. And the only thing on Nafu is a case of bullying, oppression, and intimidation. Conspiracy. That is what I have seen. And in recent time, why many people, though recruited into that same system, who because of sudden involvement in Ife Zion, it is still from the same place. This is still the same lady, despite how you see her, who comes out to tell you that God exists. It was God exists that also made her to encounter Zion, to encounter Zion ministry, God of Zion ministry. Now she's also stood and were prone to several attacks in the area. A lot of those people who are going back to the root agenda also recruited themselves and compressed themselves into that particular group. Enemies increase here. This is what they do. They wear coat of many colors. They can turn to be adorers tomorrow. Justice for the COS students. Actually, they compress you. They change like a chameleon. They change like a chameleon. Omar is saying, as for the Ezugo I am seeing on my screen, I hate nothing. You are very intelligent. Jidekiji. Oh, thank you very much. No, if you see my bar, boom. You see my bar, boom. You gotta go. So, Ndawu may coat of many colors. They change like a chameleon. If you actually do not be ignorant of the devices of the evil one. Do not be ignorant of the devices of the enemy. You can put anybody you want to put after that devices of. They can devise into anything. And if you don't know what is happening, they will deceive you. Imagine them trying to get Zion, Evangelist Ebuka Obi, to issue a statement denouncing when of course Ogechi is doing what she's doing for the love of Zion. How many followers of Zion ministry can Evangelist Ebuka Obi? In fact, how many followers of Zion ministry can the Zion ministry have? Even in a crowd out here, people don't even know themselves, apart from family or friends, gonna have Nwebe. So how else can they be expecting him to issue a statement, if not just to show the people that she's standing alone? When Zion has never said, oh, we are standing with Ogechi, we are with Ogechi, or we are this. This is Ogechi doing what she feels she can to her own understanding, or to Ntosuwe. So now, when they did that and it failed, they tried to get the families of Oba and Ndotwe in the saga between Ogechi and the J-Pack to react against Oge. When it failed, they finally saw Nwanyị Abuja as an instrument to use into actualizing that particular thing. Actually, when it failed, so if you are ignorant of their devices, you will not understand that these are still the same people. The same people, the same people, the same people. They can turn to lover of Mirabel overnight. They can begin to love Nwanyị Abuja overnight. They may even start loving Ijele dying minute. Yeah? Imagine those people. Do you know what I did then? Ijele na-eme program maka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ewuru m akwụkwọ. Na-edetu afa ndị na-agụ iyi. Na-edetu afa ndị na-agụ iyi. All by email program maka Zion. Afọkọ ndị niile ha na-agụ iyi ha abịakwa na-asị ride on ijere nwa Chineke na-ewu nke the same people they compress themselves into different organizations and groups just for one aim, that one aim which is going to bring that common enemy Hanwelu down. Now oge aka kpara ijere ha ncha niile tọọnụkwa still the same people. I took notice of some names, still the same people turned out to say no enemy of ndị Igbo. That is why nobody is coming for him. You get the point? So if you are wise, you will know that we are up against the same people. The same message we fight. We have never compromised on our message. We have never compromised on our message. We have never compromised on our message. And that is it. That is the fact. So for those people, for Catalina, feel a device go buy into another thing, do different. No, I am telling you, it is still the same thing. Eh? It is still the same thing. So that is it. We have never changed and we are not going to change tomorrow. All these people are still enemies to the body of Christ. They are the same people who are wishing and plotting that the church should go down. Now, anybody they find along the way, they devise any means to bring that person down. I know that my own time will still come, but I am ready. Nwagibe Moto say, I said it long time ago, no, we will miss Senator Ifeanyi Uba. We can't find this match in a long time. Of course, no doubt, Nwagibe Motos. No doubt. Obidowe na ebidowe. Ewodago. Obidowe na ebidowe. Ekwu na obodo gbu ife ha ji wee be ebube. Ịma na nke obodo ahụ agwụgo. Ewodago. Nkodo na mba na-egelu mba nni. And ana m ada atụwa ilu ita. Okwu ita na ọwụ na na-ekwu okwu chọghị ikwute maka Ifeanyi. Ewodago. Ewodago. Ilu no gbuo dike. But if you can, so no doubt. So you see, so if you don't understand what Ezugo stand for, if you don't understand what Ezugo stand for na Facebook, then you will be confused. But people who really understand what Ezugo stand and represent na Facebook will always find Ezugo in every message I preach. Every message in Barane, they will always see Ezugo there. They will always see that Ezugo hammer. They will always see that same Ezugo hammer speaking. Yes, so many people. They will always see Ezugo. The kind of conspiracy these guys. Let me tell you what we ended up doing na Facebook. We ended up breaking the long chain of captivity and age in the matter na Facebook. Those days, it used to be 1, 2, 3 or few bloggers sit here down. They will cook up something, launch into the social media space. Only an blog. Before you know it, over and over and over and over and over. Now, what we ended up doing on the media is sanitizing and retiring those people. We retire them. These days, when you say something on Facebook, people will confront you with different ideas. And if you cannot defend what you have said, people will throw that particular thing into the trash can. That is what we have ended up doing. Are we not even supposed to get a credit for doing that? Are we not supposed to get a credit for doing that? I suppose you can take a for doing that. Beyond this Ezugo now, if you see me, a man Ezugo, a loving Ezugo, a sweet guy, a sweet guy. Working as when that even put up for her, I'm on my hammer. There Ezugo. Have a woman name, which now this guy won't have more on a screen. In fact, on Aba. So this guy on a screen if on Aba. If I na Aba network. If I na Aba kuno le ifa awo ki we gota ifa na ekwu. Horn out of hatred. You know that. Then Google so many places in Norway fell out with so many people. Even some of my fans who love me. You know I go make the for God win Mexico. You know, okay, go get you even for God win Mexico. We na pate by your apiam. Mexico vlog. Obido bawa mo no gonna say obido bawa mo no sawa mo. I tried everything possible to ignore him because when I got enough of him, I blocked him. You rather go? Yeah, when I got enough of him, I blocked him instantly. You rather because I believe in that those people are what I hope. Because click in and love and like. I need to see different opinions of people here. Only 5 people share go this video, and I like on ya. 28 people only react to go to this, but I have 43 comments here. Where are those 43 comments? Where are those 43 people commentary here? And almost the 43 of them, there is something do good. So I want 43 of you, there's something do good. Remember that 43 of you cannot react to this video. Check in here now. Check in here. Where I go? So, if I do different from if I know Kumbo and if I know Kuketa, since I will come after you. That is it. I will come after you. I form something to genuine. You know, 44 many and I like Ronya. Yes, I don't just like it. For the conduct of I don't just like it. I don't just like it. Almost 80% of the people who against Ogeshi are not people who major direct. They are people who join the queue because of somewhere had Ogeshi with disagreement, which is neither the adorers from side Mbaka or people from side Matthias. So they now came together because she disagreed with them on those areas. They now came after her under something they did not even know when it happened. Number one, Agwagungu ebe hasi weso Ijele. Ebe hasi weso Okurora. Then the crime of Evangelist Ebuka Obi is that now among the Igbo population now, the ministry here the fastest rising one. And he is one of the people who always speak into something that conflict if Matthias Hane preach. Just like the other day, when Ebube Monson was talking about and then he put a miracle. You see, Ebube Monson started with that message. But Evangelist Ebuka Obi started a long time ago, throwing stones into that kingdom. So they picked him to use him as an scapegoat. I want wejo na fire menwe. I wejo na fire menwe. So ebo na hesi na piraria ayafake wenofe. When Ijele started speaking, they all collapsed themselves into Ijele lovers. They became the lovers of Ijele. When VDM talked about Ebuka Obi and talked about Kelafe Okuro Andibo, all of them ran into those platforms. So what they are doing now is they want a fresh story that will come up. They will all recruit themselves into that particular place just to achieve the same thing. Imagine when the woman in Onisha came out with issues like Zion. Did they all rush to that place to go and make sure that now sort out that issue? The answer is no. The answer is no. They all went there to make sure that Marco Zion got down. And they have set numerous traps against that man. Why are these people always being the target? It is because now I believe that these people on a forefront hindering that message had spread. Chike Bosimba, happy Sunday. You all go. So, all no nwere ife like or maka ezugo. Ma like ikwe because na ikwa akonkwa no lo ghọta. Mara just like I said, ikwukwa na ọwụrụ nke mma na okay. Na onye anwe point. Ghọta lo. Then nobody is above correction. Ghọta. Nobody is above correction. But those people who know ezugo ni personalize ife na-eme oduzie ko maka Zion ogo ọwụna. My dear, if any many who are warrant that we are going to come aggressively against those people. You ought to go. We are supposed to be aggressively against those people. Because indeed, how recruit or former against Evangelist Ebuka Obi, they are still planning. You ought to go. They are still planning. So I want to make sure no man if I have a plan your work. I say injury for one is injury for all. They have more unity. Never ever had a malwa had a mo. Because you can never see them able you to have a me for job. If I can hakulu, no now a me for job. You can never hear them do that. They try to conceal evil. They try to cover and conceal evil. Then I want in room for them to come and use it to shine. Yeah? Which is what we must stop. So, Kelonyo also nwelu problem maka ezugo how you this one for those say na na-ekwu with anger. Ezugo anger issue. It means that you don't know me. Ema onye nwo go ekelushi mmadu ji wepụta we nwe ife ihe about it. As a matter of fact, that is what makes you unique. Go being able to use it to do something positive is a plus. Being able to use it, I'm happy that now even that aggressiveness in the kunam, know where people like them to say use it when I confront issues. Issues when confront issues may happen. No, a kind of impression. Maybe so many people know. And that impression do wrong, I will come against it. So how do I also know that people who are demanding justice for Ifo Gechukwu maybe find your banner, that they are being mischievous? How can I post a video of Ifanyo Obana say rest in peace? I mafudo up to 50 people here say rest in peace. I will not even see up to 15 people here say rest in peace. Huh? Man, if you are that for, but when Ogechi said this, but when Ogechi said this, is it me? Give you picture there. Yeah? Or give you picture there for God's sake. If you love the late Senator Patrick Ifeanyi very well, seeing his picture there or video, maybe you're supposed to read the rest in peace. Instead of so, Mfuna, you are not really concerned about Onwe. You are not concerned about that person called Ifeanyi Oba. You are only seeing that as a tool of vengeance against Evangelist Ebuka, against Ogechi. And if I make myself a tool, you will use me to fight Ogechi. Now, so many people who keep saying, "Na akotoro jeme video ni melu maka Ifeanyi Oba." Emane yafo comment to those people. Common RIP. Your mouth are supposed to do heavy. You type RIP. Or 3-letter words. You want to go? 3-letter words. Huh? Although too heavy for you to say that to the man you claim to love so much, you will always rush there. Ogechi this, Ogechi that, Ogechi this. I'm talking about Senator Ifeanyi Oba, who you love so much. Now, you only want Ezugo to come and use that Senator Ifeanyi Oba to fight Oge. That is your intention. Ifeanyi can win Uche can be very young and energetic. If I will if I will extended families. In fact, ndoge ifeanyi sokwa na family do powerful na Nnewi. So ha nwere ebu nwenfo ifeanyi will associate that are heavyweight that can decide to shut down everything to shut down. Where are these people? Why are those people are probably doing the best they can as of that time, trying to make sure that Naberia Galofuma putting in their effort. Then on social media, the least you can do for Ifeanyi is to say, rest in peace, our distinguished senator. You cannot do it, yet you are interested in Ifogeshi about him. Now that one aside, when Ifeanyi was alive, a lot of things was alleged against him. The greatest of them all, no so, where Bubuta play to sponsor the repatriation of Mazen Mbaka from Kenya, which of course we know not contribute to reason why they almost wanted to buy him na Enugu. Go to his own page, because I did so. He did in a comment section. Even where he was explaining to the BBC in Akaya Dohone, a lot of people are known about already. They wish you all more. Even when he died, so many of them were happy, enjoying. Even during his burial, a voice in a even when we came out confronting those lies, those people were still wishing that na Ifeanyi Obana again. So you now ask yourself, why are these people all so interested in Ifeanyi Ogechi Kurumake, or because of Ogechi? Onya na acho Ogechi Ezugo Ogechi. They wanted to watch the highest cinema film of all time. Where your God, speak to me. Baba, speak to me. What must I do? Why camera? I will direct you on what to do. That was how I disappointed them. That disappointment in Barha too deep that they now started carrying my picture everywhere because I disappointed them. Because I did not make myself an instrument for them to use me against their common enemies. So when you know the devices of these enemies, you will always know you will know that agitation, what is genuine, what is the intentions, what is the end product of this agitation. So from the field we deviate, we did not, but rather intensified the battle to another level. They brought it physical down. They started targeting everybody. So we followed them all the way. So when the whole attention of these guys was turned to Zion ministry, we followed them in full force to Zion ministry. So Ngoma, our Zionite, may wish that I channel that thing to a particular place. But don't worry, later you will still understand and see what we have done. You will see, understand, and see what we have done. As you go, it's like you don't used to go to church. Facebook money, they sweet. Church or church man. Simon Chukwu, thank you very much for always being here. At least you being here at this particular time, watching me, because I know you can't be watching me inside the church. Yeah. So you now staying here to watch me and listening to my church or church, a kind of comfort to my soul. Go because I will not when no labor now washing. Or is a gachalo negaloka when no labor now washing. What it means is that no worry, you can own a mujaloka web church or church. So thank you for always listening to my church or church. May God bless you. I love you. Oh no. Merci Olive. Merci Olive. I see you gonna. So, Kelife de Fa. I will comment my go whenever. Mazi Frank Ano Rosi Ezugo. You are doing a good job, but sometimes you don't need to be very explicit in analyzing certain sensitive issues. Try to apply tactics. Mazi Frank Ano Rosi. I'm trying to understand. Ezugo, you are doing a good job, but sometimes you don't need to be very explicit in analyzing certain sensitive issues. Try to apply tactics. Yeah, it depends on what you refer, maybe what you in that refer as sensitive issues. You know that go? It depends on what if you that refer to as sensitive issues. You know that? That for a lot of people are that like it go. If I know especially some of us who do it without Facebook paying us, I draw one easy. I wouldn't name Facebook now at least. But in that Facebook are back why will if I name it. I draw one easy. It's not easy. Or so that if I distinguish you from other people is that I understand how some of the matters I treat get it on the emotion of others. But the truth must have to be said anyway. Like so many times when I talk about VDM in the past, I know that many of my followers are VDM lovers. But that too cannot stop me from saying the truth. That way, anyas we malona nezugo wonye zioku one go no confirm nature bloggers ni say nezugo wonye zioku. So when I also apply that my truth in some certain issues, it may not be your own truth, but also understand that the same Ezugo you know is also speaking his mind. You must not agree with it. So VDM issues, I also fought out with a lot of people. And the day also post something good about him. That day it is still the same VDM. I like what you are doing online, but I think you are sometimes more aggressive to your critics. Kensiri Ugo. My brother, even now that one them mother on Facebook ever, which is gonna constructive and destructive criticism. When you engage na my post in a constructive way, we are going to iron out issues. I hope na last time GK moment of truth on my page. Some of my followers na go drop where even in the morning when Papilo was na my program. Some people na go, I will leave this broadcast if you don't drop him down. How else can I be more constructive in tackling issues if not to always welcome those people, even on the screen, to welcome those people on the screen to come and iron out that issue one-on-one with them, provided you are not insulting me. For example, my brother, you cannot come to my page, shock you disagree with even Nebu. Say namu woni believe, namu do jobless, namu wo fake. E go back to me, e go my family, e go my generation. How else do you want me to react to you? How else do you want me to react to you? Or if even Evangelist Ebuka Obi, if you go there by Bruce or over you arrange, all manner of name. What kind of reply are you expecting from me or my followers? But when you come there and you argue responsibly, as I will not respond to you in an aggressive way. For me to respond to you in an aggressive way, it is because you have also commented in a kind of way. I'm a mapo. Jena page waja bana program emegonya. In fact, I don't maybe before until okay chapter no name. Half I can not be a program. I unite I can not equal. Ndezi gwo na say cheluga onye agwa yi otago obeka mabereba I bia na-egele. I stopped it, but yet mfukwa ka na ekwu ife ana m ejekwa try pa ka m my opinion. You otago such kind of interactions ana m like here, even in the comment section ana m like here. But when you start your comment with insult, I can go and read example of such comment here. You otago somebody jelu na video of my family's ebe name down at my shop yesterday. A while ago, we were happy. They prayed for me. Somebody with the family of Mbaka sales. Now, Kinsey will go. Is that also a critic? Is that criticism? Sorry. I want to know. Is that criticism? So, if I should react in a kind of way towards that person in that comment, will you honestly say that I am being aggressive? Kinsey will go. I like it, can drop another comment so that I will understand. Yeah? You see, for us to cohabit peacefully, even if we don't, when we don't hold the same ideology to some certain things, it's very easy. But we must do that in a civilized and responsible manner. You can't come to my comment section to come and insult and abuse me. And when I react to you, people will begin to say, hey, no. This is actually the place where action and reaction count without even if I choose to look at your comment and the negalanya, it is my choice. But if I say no, I need to give it to this person, woto. That person deserves every single thing in here. Gilbert Obara say Ezugo is not foolish. He positioned himself on the media end where he will get the money and connection without being a contributor. Ezugo is not foolish. He positioned himself on the media end where he will get the money and connection without being a contributor. I don't understand what you mean by that anyway. Ezugo, I like everything you are doing, thereby correcting people and some individuals where they didn't get it right. More grace to your elbow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, Mazi Frank, now you understand my point. The concept of truth is relative. What you refer to as truth may be injurious to others. So I suggest you apply tactics to cover your message or buttress your point. Rather than being so harsh, try not to be predictable in approach. Always disappoint the naysayers by not playing into their hands. Okay, now I think I understand better. Dalo, what I mean is that you defend your faith with honesty without fear of favor. Chidebere Jidofo, thank you very much. Now, Mazi Frank, when you romance the truth, people don't usually get the point. There is what we call romancing people's ego. That is not who I am. The truth is the truth. You must not see it as the truth from my own point of view. What is the essence of coming out in a Facebook to come and say something when I cannot stand so strong in what I am saying? Look, let me tell you, my brother, Mazi Frank Anolue, if I am saying something that you like, no matter how I say it, you will understand it. It will sink so well with you. But the moment I start saying something you don't like, no matter how I polish it, you will still not comprehend what I'm saying. That is emotion, and there is nothing we can do about that. For example, let me give you an instance. I get some comment from Ofodo followers and Matthias, who will come to me and say, "Yes, you gonna that aggressive on a program. People will understand. Ezugo, who is making you angry? You are unnecessarily angry. Ezugo, you are aggressive. You are this. Now, that is because I am aggressively saying something that you don't like. Matthias na afọ check onya bulu egbe na mma. Hiti oweto walo ya haka shop ana biacha hiti. Onu anagu ye ona aba ngu nwa na asi na Ezugo the aggressive eje na comment section ya na asi ride on nwa Chineke. I love your energy. When Matthias use it to say something you like, it will be a positive energy that you like. But when I use it to say something you don't like, I will be unnecessarily aggressive. Have you seen? So that is why have it in mind that you must not agree with Ezugo 100%. Where you disagree with me, drop it in the comment section. Let us talk about it. But why dropping it in the comment section? Drop it in a responsible way. In a responsible way. I'm not about too much in this media, but when we go something to understand about how people see things in this social media. You want to go? That thing, if you like it, or if you like it, would the same thing, if you hate when you feel like it. But the only difference is that that energy has channeled into something that you don't like. But the other person channeled that energy into something that you like. I understand that perfectly well. That is why some people nature hanya negalanya. Mana oboso na ifro mu meyi akwa iko no puta. Iko mu nko walo. And njesi iko ye nko nke ya for because I can go advantage. Advantage nwere be no na mma anu na video finish yelu man ye de sha nfe ni initially dey na comment section mana me ku ife ni nchori iku nnekwu ide response cannot be the same. The energy cannot be the same because of what you can do. Nnekwu chakoli ife ni ngo wa type nke na type the very type of 50 words yeah man 50 words are summarize here within 2 minutes. You know that Ezugo, you are a real man that don't look at someone's face to tell the person the truth. But our people hate to hear the truth. Let's stop bad attitude. What can you hate to her? What can you hate to her? Okay, mama, I fully ebe mmadu biaro na Facebook. Come on, a general reply, yeah. If mmadu general reply, ma say, but why are you insulting him? Why can't you, mana, ofu koludi ifo nya de jump boy? If onye jikwu okwu maka ife onye adịrị na o firu na mu deserve everything the bad. You wanna go? In fact, the person even wish that na menwe hono made you reply or na menwe hanya made ife be reply, yeah. So we understand. That is why there are some advices people here. For example, let me give you an example of Ifenlewu. During the time Emelo Gesho Keke Mbaka arrest, a lot of people when they Ogechi go and apologize. I looked at intentions of Ndaneku go and apologize. Wherefore the intention had all clear. The aim of telling Ogechi to go and apologize is not so that there will be peace. It is because they want to nail Ogechi finally to apathy of he bend there into submission That is why they are looking for that apology, and not that they genuinely want peace. Not that they genuinely want peace. So, such advice, when you need advice, he's giving you that advice to weaken you so that you can be weak. Because that intention so will over you. When you're at a higher side. Even you example. Eba madu je palem. Mwa je reply ya or respond to onya palem. Onya ha gbaro na edo hash na ekpari onya because na no for na insult the wrong. Rather, ocholu ku onya na akpari onoro on a higher side because no if I caution ko na no. So short they can go and counter if onya ukulu at any time. Go when they feel the pain of you sitting down to digest if onya ukulu. Somehow, as to the gum mado, the mado so much. The other go, I don't good need to read the people. Before I get too comfortable with you, ma study how study just shy of more for me. I can predict you. How do you go? How am I accurate? You go on, but I can tell you that I don't good need predict the people. Man on Nwebe at a na from what people know. And when Mickey decide, and when Mickey Kowani, if he will make the next move, and believe me, he make that next move, I may not be up to 30% wrong. So that is why, if I'm not something I'm a because I'm not watching giving in our format, and if it is not genuine, you will not see me there. If it is not genuine, you will not see me there. I will be 100% against it, no matter how you try. Look, ndeni na me bakwa maka imirizo geshi. Kinebe hancha yine no today, kese no na detention. Ndeni na publicize court city no geshi. Kinebe fancha yine no. On how do how when kese be a court obosia. They are not interested in kese. That is the truth. Even if any apology is still a tool to fight Ogi. They want to bend her into submission, and they are not resting until they lay their hands on anything. They can't even help being somebody they pretend they not like Ogi. It's just for them to achieve what they want to achieve. If I got the one you put on Facebook, they back when they tell you, yeah. Or in the name of Nena, let there be peace. As we go preach peace. As we go preach peace. But I know that that thing they are doing is also a tool. Also, now that devices of the enemy as a God not ignorant of. Yes, also now the devices of the enemy, Agbaro, do not be ignorant of that. Kahayalo, e pretende. Na de mefa we ba ime kele be from chani no today. Are they not aware that the same woman that arrested Ogeshi, now the same woman arrested another person for the past 2 months and then, for the past 1 month and then, sorry, and that person has been in detention without anybody speaking for him. That same person was brought to court the other day and he was taken back to prison yard. Are they not aware? How many? Ask yourself, why arrest Ogeshi were so popular? Why did you webu na Rise TV? Why did you webu na other news platform agas? Why did you na publicize EJ court here? Why bail condition did you webu so loud? Why? You understand? Why did they even went to the extent of going to prison yard to capture a video of her? Why are they always everywhere making her condition to be so worse that you can think that not only apology we fail make or do free? That also is a tool for fighting. It's a fighting tool. It is a weapon of warfare. But you don't know. Let us feel like we are having compassion on you, so that we will make those people who are standing with you to look iberibe, so that we can make your condition to appear worse to people, so that people will feel like you are helpless even when you are doing the best you can. It's a device of the enemy. They tried it. Imagine the same people who are praying for Ogechi to come out, loving Ogechi to come out. When Ogechi finally came out on her own, they now decided to be teasing her again. Why is she not talking? Why is she not talking? No, Dagobi. Then she go on. You ask yourself, what do these people want? What do they truly want? When she talks again, if I mad. By the way, I posted a video of somebody by Ogechi, when Ogechi responded to the person, now the same WhatsApp, if somebody Ogechi, you have started saga again. You see? That is why it's enough. Mother ya is enough. It's enough. Does not mean that it's enough. But it's enough. Is a way of that person trying to shut you down so that another you can carry on, can overtake your voice. You other go, and don't choke in another thing. And then you go on. You refuse to give out. It's enough now. That voice when I high, people and go and when I mean for you should be wise. Madine ya na mmadụ ịlọga anya wo fife ko mana edo wise iya man nke nele na manu nke anọ na ekene kafe ha nku aka ịmalugo ịmanu ife na guy how far mari ife na ekene agafe go nku aka you need to be wise. You need to be wise. So the kind of blogging I do is the kind of blogging not very difficult. The same thing with Iju, Ebudon, and so many people. To be honest with you, there are so many people. There are so many people. There are so many people. The kind of blogging I name, all very unique, because we have an opportunity of making a lot of money. I can tell you, and we have an opportunity of making a hell lot of money. But we are using our page for something while other people are using it for merchandise. A lot of people are using it for merchandise, making money with your intelligence, fooling you just to make money. And you are clapping for such kind of people. I look Agbalangona, Hama for Ochabambam wala banimuno. Hama banimuno makanam for Ochabambam. Just like Umuna in the adoration Enugu. A lot of people are now fear Ezugo is now against that adoration. No, I'm not against them. They are the people who are fighting back. But I am not fighting. I am only clarifying issues to them. I am only telling them the reason why they should understand that what Evangelist Ebuka Obi is passing through today is the same thing that Father Mbaka passed through the other days. That is just what I'm doing. Even when I made the video yesterday, when I said that no way if I whoop taketa, but I'm making we kuzi lesson. Yes, we video ya or to go na phone mado. I bought it 4 years ago. If I like, post way official one of these days and post to because that is just to teach lesson so that people can understand. Na mwado follow mo. Ebenjele no man phone you we fuo. When I go my brother, no go musu phone now. No go man break am biare enu. Onye na ebe a kweta na onye anwere iko ya wonya su phone na. Orukwu bosi ozo. E no rukwu ebe mmadu jere ịgbasa akwa phone mmadu fuo. Ana ekuzi na no nko possibility na wonya su phone na. Ese na ase ngunu anu jere enyo mamele ebe phone fulo. Understand the name with possibility. Name will ya phone and people what if you can say another person jeliko sakwa phone we fuo. What chef zi say neighbor na ngo na phone do. A very possibility no ngo woje. No to possible no wonya. ye will phone. Ese na ase no so nya woni na eba. No so nya the only suspect enwelu here. If my mom na akpo ewo mmadu gogba osi ogbachi. Or if my mom na akpo. My mom na say na mmadu gogba osi ogbafuo. You pass through a lot of things where you even went as far as accusing the bishop, not bishop, when they say to up. Now plan a lot of things. Now today, those things in a man, another person. You don't want to be sensitive. You are claiming to be insensitive to the plight of that person. He believe that if any from beginning to end, they are plant, they are plant. That people we are paid to do that job. That people were paid to do that job. You don't want us to also see the possibility. Now I blackmail, only I have blackmail. Now, no when the mother go, can your problem or wo? No go no further na accuse you no go mother go. Or the impossible. When somebody will accuse you with the bishop on your behalf. That is the kind of being insensitive man that I like in a Facebook. And if you question because I'm even neku. I know what I'm talking about. Among so many incidents in Nenugu, when you get very remarkable, there was accusation upon accusation, and people were seen talking. No matter how weighty that allegation though, you came out and said that then the same way the Zionites siwena siwena pointed at you. No a mastermind to for the no will a lot of people on a plan or something I can achieve. The same person not in this picture that accused you was busy pointing at the bishop or Naga. No bishop or Naga. Wonye now mastermind if I name it. Now somebody they use it now manipulate it. Obviously, people said, yes, I know when you call now manipulating that. Kiloko siwelu nka udu so weti. Nka usinike. Even people who said that in recent time, I am not even sure if they knew where the origin of that thing they said, where it came from. What is it that is being alleged maybe not today that people have not alleged times 100? One 1 million. Bishop. Nde Gurifar Hamusigo Etorofanga. Today. What happened to them? What happened to them? But all those time, you were believing, you and your members, if I won't plant a plant render. Now, now bishop Nando to out to close down adoration ministry and people they quit that. Orusian and Kunyo so, if I people no against him to close down Zion. No this is the imbalance I am fighting against. Nanselego ika hishoro keji we maalo mmadu. Keji we maalo. Wori ika we maalo mmadu. Man ika hisho ke we maalo. Ejiko ni ika maalo mmadu. Or do too much in the message in the preach. That accusation do so weighty that a woman no what can look Lovette will keep put a beef Lovette ya potapa or the intention of women. Every other people in will keep that. But what can be more than a woman coming out to accuse one in Ebino? What can be worse than Nena Wata? Nena Waye da call because of you. while you are in the midst of reason atalo nwata nwanyi ji we na akọ nne ya ọnụ na akparị mama ya. I said that yesterday because I never wanted to post the video just to see the reaction of Ndem Nagwokwiva. Now, all of you, after all that exercise, believe you not bishop or now planting the Nile Melodate, which is understandable, yes. Looking at what is happening then, somebody surely bring your ministry down, can do whatever it takes to bring your ministry down. But in that case, a bishop will never accuse. Now, what will happen if in this case, not a reverend father can accuse? When you people accuse a bishop in your own time, and right now, they will gonna accuse you a reverend father. What's wrong in that? It's for you to clear yourself. Because if I'm not pass you, never involved, and you have the greatest opportunity to do that without disagreeing with anybody. Which is gonna because and them want to misunderstand the message more. When I said in the official fancha and do fancha, I wasn't referring to Ebuka and his ministry. It was a Sunday message. But you refused. You continue compounding the issues until it became a full-blown ogre. Although I say na Lovette potalo na Lovette cannot be planted. No one na Lovette jake ekwo no be that testimony out of faith. You are pretending as if Lovette cannot be planted, as if a native doctor cannot be planted, as if no a fake testimony cannot be planted. But enwerike planting ukwo na to wanyi ime. Enwerike allege na ekwuru 1 million ni wota 1 million ke we jebu bishop. Enwerike, do you know how dirty if you could that video? More so, if a woman who is talking about her daughter throughout the course of that discussion, there was never a place I confirm no blood that woman meaning go no one you call was you no one you call. So, Adami ikwu ko we wolo. Wurunta we maronta. Adami ikwu ko we wolo. When I talk, I look at both sides. I look at both ways. If all these things that happen, no nature start even in anya we a bishop accusing a bishop. And we did not see where the said Reverend Father came out to rebuke the person. No bishop, mastermind. We did not see where this same person came out to rebuke Onya and said, please stop accusing my bishop or stop insulting my bishop. We did not see that. I'm not talking about Maria or Tak or Gono. Only one other person. But she's also a human being. So, let us say we agree. Even in our setup. Why will you not agree if any Ebuka pass through setup? I'm asking you. Or a mother will you accuse one to one wọ́n go nwa papa nwa eku nwa akpọ non go papa de nwa sije be DNA non go papa de nwa wada na eziokwu ase owuru na nwata nwaanyi mụrụ nwa nwere ike pụta nkwu such thing about nwa and then go nwa na-ekwu no nwere ndị gobiri mama nwa ahụ no nwere ndị gobiri mama nwa ahụ ka ọ bịa lụọ that dirty job. And we agreed with you, indeed. Yes, now I am the kind of battle you are passing through. That is you. Yes, now you go beside the woman. Because now man no Zion, no Ebuka, no in that picture today. Even you will talk about it. You will use it to preach at your altar. Father Nwebe will carry it everywhere without us all the booze or sale. because na ifebe nwa ikuku ha na analyze video ọ ya ebu ụzọ sịgo kedu ife ya ime nwata nwaanyị mụrụ nwa ya eji wee tụọ ụga against nwa ya ha ya ebu ụzọ sịgo kedu reason kpatalụ nwaanyị mụrụ nwa ya eji wee tụọ ụga against nwa mụrụ amụrụ afọ. They will ask you this question. Yes. Yeah? They will ask you this question. Kedu ife kpatalụ nwaanyị mụrụ nwa ya eji wee je tụwa ụga against nwa ya? How you answer that question? But in his case, I understand it. If I will set up that people can go to any length to blackmail somebody, that people can go to any length when they want to bring somebody down. Manolo and Ebuka, he show like he go see a fat. He just screenshot what we can actually bring that picture of that woman, bring the picture of Maria Otako, bring the picture of your father, bring the picture of that girl, screenshot one channel in the day. We Woluponi iko ishoro ka ewe maalogo iwe maalo mmadu wori iko ahi ishoro ka ewe maalogo na maalo mmadu no nya wi vele we mi iwe n'ebe ndị mmadu no Shiwanda anozie number mo do na my page o je na my page je na info iwo number m iwota okwanya wi fa ha na ekwu I believe lu n'ife niile a set up mana nke Ebuka na-agwaziru na ife ahụ ndị na-agba mgba ka ha bring here down iju na-asị atọ I love the morning topic what Governor Soludo TV said in Nnewi. Up to this moment no Nnewi elite has debunked it. They all are complicit in it. Of course, we will continue to ask questions until the day we will get answer, no doubt. Ato, you can join us. Join us each time we are talking about Nnewi. Let us talk about Nnewi. I need the able-bodied youth who are going to stand up this time. So that we can reclaim our land. We can claim back in Nnewi and they make Nnewi if I shock or wolo. So, I am still looking because I really want to use that story as dirty and as or supposed to do in an I want to use it. I know this is what happened 4 years ago. All you can do is now during the course of ministry, Father, that there were a lot of controversies in the past, and all those things was linked to people who wants to bring him down. It was story after story. Story in Ghana end. Another one after. There is even the one involving Kajetan, Father Kajetan from Agolo. Father Kajetan should bring down ministry adoration. Father Kajetan was a lot of them, or even this guy in our video Bosia. Did you see the way he spoke about Father Kajetan? Or who can play the video? Or with the other guy? Did you see the way he spoke about Father Kajetan? Now the question is, Father Kajetan and Father Mbaka, who is older in age? Who became a priest first before the other? When it comes to money, say, Father Kajetan who a nobody to you from Agolo. A goat. You want to go? So he even made reference to Father Kajetan coach Ali Fokoro. No, Father Kajetan follow Mbaka why BBC Ogwo. You know, they know how to make allegation and get away with it. But when other people make the same allegation against them, it becomes a problem. He concluded that it was Father Kajetan who paid BBC to sing Mbaka why. I wonder why he did not pay Gozi Okeke. I wonder why he did not pay Chijoke. I wonder why he did not pay Kelafaya Mudigwe, Kelafe, to sing that song. Or Mike Udebui. I wonder why they went for BBC that me and you did not know before going back a while. They know how to make allegation. but you cannot make anyone Abraham. It's also how sent. It is still within the injustice I am fighting, because within if you allow the devil to use you, we will use you as a case study, no matter who you are. They brought Father Kajetan in. A lot of people has gone in this particular allegation where they are trying. You know, he passed through a lot of humiliation, persecution during those days on at the peak. I wonder why he keeps saying every day, Ebuka and Ebuka if any all these things, why must it always be you? The question is, those days, why must it always be you? Are you confirming to us now that now allegation Nina and do to if Nina had a woman, because I remember that those days it was always you. In the case of Evangelist Ebuka Obi, people were even accusing a specific people. But in your own case, they were accusing the church and the bishop. They were accusing the church and the bishop. Yes. A lot of accusation was made to Bishop Onaga right from the altar. Is it not time? Can see they can see me, they can see more make it. And then may make it may benine. And may make it or me if I they go na selum mad no obro for me. Him and me you but no obro for me. Even when it comes to issues that have to do with money, I know how I can handle that thing between me and my friend. All handle a friendship value of man. I cannot lose that person because of money. I am telling you the truth. So, if I have a wish, I'm to say 2 or 3 TM. I'm always an expert in treating other people like that. If you react the same way, I will not mind. I will not mind. Draw a lot of people go on a phone. Even in some issues, I understand the not to busy. But make the one we talk. Draw. I showed you people a conversation during the time Madu complained about Summer Best, and I called Summer Best how many times and message. I did not count it as anything. I waited until the day was sent the message. I called him, we spoke, and that is it. You cannot hear me complaining and I'm not going to pick you. I can't do that. I'm katai musi wedo. Ignore message him. I will call intentional. It is left for you, because I know that there are instances where I will be in a kind of something like that. I cannot take calls also. So if I know that it is possible, and then they take time to explain to people that this is what is going on. Why will I get upset when somebody now do the same thing? I will assume that I already know all these things. This person doesn't need to explain to me, because I already know. That is why I just say, if people are treating other people the way they want people to treat them, we will have less problem in this world. But the reason why we are having problem more is because people tend to be selfish. Now this life I been there, they think that this life is all about how they see things, that they are superior, that whatever thing that happens to them is the right way. Or say, the same thing on America. It will even take a special grace for you to behave in a different way. Yes. They say no you make no go to kill no ngwana ka to garia advocate akoworo ka ifuzie ni vi yeme no woni yeme worse than onye na say no. You are just being emotional and sentimental. Thinking koworo you may worse self. Yeah. You may worse. So when I look at that issue, I think I need to treat it for a reason. I posted that video post yesterday because I want people to see reason. Madonna Bal. Never wouldn't deal on a plan downfall yet. And na plan. Nguma gagoloba. We na see oba chie. We so na part of people na choke na comment you. Why, when we look at your own, the scandals, the mush, The scandals, the mush. There was even an issue of now one nwoke I am really onye do otu a. The church as we need to obedient to. We say na church enweghị right. Na church nene ife do otu a. Nene ife do otu a. Nene ife do otu a. Owewu not okay. Na church enweghị right. Stop mmadụ na onye je n'onye ọ chọrọ ịnụ. The bishop went ahead to give instruction that the church should wed your brother. It became an issue. You took it up against the bishop and the church. Is that not disobedient for those people who are looking for disobedience in every action of Ebuka and his members? You people don't want to tell yourselves the truth. And I want somebody at this point to tax Timothy of Ebu. Let him come. Tax Father Nwebe Joy. Let him come. Yes. I want us to understand. I am going to post a video, and after posting that video, I will analyze it now, the last one. Let us know the scandals. If there is a man of God in the East, Mwegolu, the highest scandals, both a very bad one, it is a father from Enugu, Elijah. Now, all those scandals, you made us to believe that these are all plots by your enemies to bring you down into making the church to close down adoration ministry. We all believe you. We did not doubt you. We did not argue with you. We said as believers, yes, we know that there are people who are always up against the kingdom. Yes, they are planning. Olusian and your brother, the shock he used against him. And then not the same way the madness we not plan against you. Case we not plan against Sonia. What can be more? Can he forget you do worse than even Mama that girl? Mama that girl say they 1 million. Go with the bishop. Yeah. Need a woman. Need a woman. She even accused you. You want to see the video? Yeah. That's what she said. What did Ogechi say that is worse than Ife that woman? What action was taken against her? I am asking. Because the woman, do you know what that lady said against the bishop? Did the father come out to issue a statement against what that woman said? That you are waiting for Ebuka to come out and call J Park, Governor Eziokwu and Ogechi to order. Did your own father come out to call that lady to order, to tell her to withdraw every single allegation she leveled against the bishop? Was it done in any way? The answer is no. That is the problem. That is the problem. That some of those videos, I'm not telling you that Yoku, so that you will not put me in the same level with you, who always want to use any story against Zion. I'm not telling you that Yoku. Yes, because I understand and then about they can go to any length. They can even set somebody up. Yes, about 70% or 60% of people who are in prison today for rape. Womb plant, I plant here. Or Kita corner is difficult. Okay, by open and why you make a heave. Otipo have money or that when the mother be about it. Before you know it, Jenga. Omerie, Omehe. Only Marie, Kerifo Jimay. Obviously, no way call on this seduce you have fall into it. Or decide that if I don't have you, nobody else can have you. So there may be reasons why people can do a lot of things to frame you up. It happens. You cannot pretend that it doesn't happen. It happens. That is the truth. So, if the one that happened to you, the more scandalous than Mbaka, or the more scandalous than Mbaka, yeah? You see, Asuko Penesere and Evangelist Ebuka Obi was the one that called the woman to order Do they even know that that was the video that Evangelist Ebuka Obi was responding to by telling them that they should touch not my anointed? Do they know that that was the video Evangelist Ebuka Obi was addressing that umu fake bloggers here jebukutati ni ife evangelist? Wait, I will post a video so that people will know why Evangelist Ebuka Obi made that video. Let us not be emotionally manipulated. If we can believe them, now plan refer against the prophet, against the priest of God. Alone and Evangelist Ebuka Obi, or now about them where people know after his ministry. You know obviously that this young man is passing through the same thing he passed them. What he needs is your strength. You need to lend him your strength. He did it for you during your own time. He used his strength and everything to vouch for you before his congregation. Not minding how weighty that allegation is. There was an allegation of human murder. There was an allegation of murder. There were so many allegations. Evangelist Ebuka Obi not yet in Zion. We vouch for you where he was cautioning people. Where he was cautioning people. Oluo and Keye, if he were to do way or not, Chucky instigate the people against him. Is that patriotism? That is not patriotism. I will see it as the same thing somebody called about Peter Obi. About Peter Obi standing in for you for Union Bank not to confiscate your assets through Anchor. And upon Peter Obi coming to give you that news, you invited him for a harvest. He came to that harvest, you humiliated him. That was paying back evil, paying back good with evil. Let us not be sentimental here. I'm telling you. So I'm not part of the people who are at the one. You gotta go. If I tell you that Father Mbaka don't owe Evangelist Ebuka Obi an apology, the same way you feel you know anybody. He owes Evangelist Ebuka Obi, that lay brother in Afo. He owes him an apology because all of us, there is no crime we have committed. If the girl that is in the middle of that scandal can talk to Bishop anyhow with authority, because no fear that he and father did not call her to order openly, rebuking her openly, so that the bishop will know that now in the same line with even that woman. It was not done. The lady was insulting the bishop anyhow, accusing the bishop and calling him even onaga. Calling him onaga. And the woman who mama this girl, at a point in Bole, she even said, Namaya is the father. What did not happen then? That was when Evangelist Ebuka Obi made that video that they are circulating. Look, let me tell you. I want you to understand one thing about my blogging here. I hate when people are being humiliated, intimidated, or blackmailed. That person must not be a saint for me to know that that particular something, I don't know the history of that person. For me to know that that particular something no accuse Zonia of, Nonya the innocent of it. The person must not be a saint for me to know that that particular thing on alleged against Nonya Hemehe. That is one thing you may not like about my blogging. Yes, Evangelist Ebuka Obi defended him in everything they labeled against him. Where were all these people defending him now? Then, you see, I don't behave that way. I don't behave that way. I believe in all those things he made them. I know blackmail. Na Bishop Okoro. I will believe you without arguing. Yes. Now today, fast forward to Evangelist Ebuka Obi. Let us even assume that Nwebe did not say that now na Nyawuzie no na Lovett kwuru no the Zion dị ire. But she did not say it. That is why in US and K Lovett ya gosiri na Lovett dey get that testimony out of faith. Because that was what she said. No need that testimony out of faith. And up till today, if I'm in Enugu, Enugu will advantage over that case. Up till today, nobody has been able to prove na Evangelist Ebuka Obi ha kwụrụ ụgwọ or non Zion kwụrụ ụgwọ. So, what of Owuruzie na the girl ji ọnụ ya kwuo yes na ndị Zion kwụrụ ya ụgwọ? Or what of Owu na Jonathan the padlock man ji ọnụ ya kwuo yes na Zion kwụrụ ya ụgwọ? Anyị pụtakwazie na agwayo na ife ahụ nzi ike eziri this man, na ife ahụ plant ka plant this man, so na ịyajụ. Remember, it was a mother talking on behalf of her daughter. Yet we agreed that you were framed up. What of all na these people you know have? Yes, na Zion kwuru ụgwọ ka ha bịa lụọ ọrụ. So anyị na-agbago na plant ndị a plant. So ihe ekwe ọwụwụrụ na bishop nwere ike plant mmadụ ka emeghị ụdị ife ahụ emerụ. Ọ dị difficult na father nwere ike ịkwụrụ native doctor ụgwọ. Ife ekwu ori kwuo na imeghe. Yes. Ori kwuo na imeghe. Ọ dị same allegation ebolu ka ndị otu bụrụ bishop bụrụ. Emo na ebolu Fada Kajeta. Emo ozi ife ọ na-ekwuru na Fada Kajeta nje kwụ ụgwọ. Emo ozi ife ọ na-ekwuru. The fact is that as a priest, you have fought more battles even within the church. You should have an idea of what Evangelist Ebuka Obi is passing through. Why you are being insensitive to that is still what I don't understand. And I'm still yet to understand that. But the truth is that if there is one man who should have a first-hand experience or feeling of what Ebuka is passing through right now, it should be you. It should be you. And when I see you playing insensitive to that fact, on a wooden. You want to go? On a wooden. Now, let me end this broadcast now, because I want to do something now something about this video. But before I end this broadcast, a second. Yes. So, I want us to understand something. And if I want we've na I like it they explain na all my broadcasts. Always put yourself in somebody's shoes. You want to go? Or not difficult. Always put yourself in somebody's shoes. If we are always doing that, we will have less problem among us. We will have less problem among us. If we stop being selfish, let us stop being selfish. If it can happen to you, it can happen to another person. If it can happen to you, it can happen to another person. Because a lot of people they put father and will I want how they story out. Yes. Ụfọdụ they put father and will I want how they story out si wee pụta. And that is the truth. So you don't need to hate what I'm doing. Because one day you will be at the mercy of Ezugo. That day you will want Ezugo to be that Ezugo that I am or I have always been, that you don't support. I don't support injustice. I have been a victim of conspiracy. I know how it feels. At that particular point, you will always wish that there is just one person who will understand you. In the midst of that conspiracy against you, you will only be looking for one person who will genuinely understand you, who will put everything about who you have been and understand you, that you see, I am innocent. Until you get to that point, you will not understand why I always align myself with people who are being victimized. I don't look at crowd or numbers. 100 people might be wrong about you. So when they say not one person, not 2%, not 3%, not 4%, or this is not the first time, this is not the second time, it may not be the first time, it may not be the second time, it may not be the third time, but it might be wrong at the fourth time. Yes, it may be wrong at the fourth time. Ayejizi okwute tuwo onye zugoro ohi ugboro ịtọ na the fourth one ahụ nya zuru. Is that justice? That is injustice. The other go nya unu wolu because of na onye ahụ ezugo ohi mbụ na-achọrọ fonu na block ọrụ nya zuje, achọ fonu na Mr. Beast ọrụ nya zuje, achọ fonu na Tantalizer ọrụ nya zuje, achọzie fonu na Sweet Sensation asizie no nya woje ewe wori shetu woye why na Emeka woje ọbụrụ nya woje. You have Obala, an innocent person, now your hand. You cannot run away from it. So that is what I am here on Facebook to bridge in that gap. I am happy doing it. I have never for one day regretted doing whatever thing in the name of Facebook. During the time of Mbaka, I told you people, the only way you can understand where I am coming from Ebe Mbaka, will your daughter in her position? Will your sister in her position? Will your mother, because no in her position? Imagine if it was your sister doing that thing on Eme. Won't you be grateful to the person who exposed for you to know that no Nemefa? At that particular point, won't you start working on your sister to avoid future occurrence? Will you go and start fighting the person who made you to know na one na angu Igbo or na one na angu Kolos? Does it matter? Mmadụ bịa gwa na one na angu Kolos. Usetara wu video ebe one na angu Kolos. Iwe na agwa na one na angu Kolos. Instead of ije mara ife ihe eme, o we ngudewe Kolos. Or kuche die. If it's an adult, kuche die. Because n'ife advice ya na agbakonu mma na na-enye ye onye uche eji ya maka ọwụrụ onye uche ya adụghị. A lot of things people na-eme, they take away their productive time, na affecting their mental health and everything. The other go. So you only know one day you will be happy seeing her always coming online to awaken the message you go always coming out to remind people no online. It will start spreading again. Are you going to be happy if she is your sister? Of course, I know if we keep her and Oge as Ironya release the video, you will choose Oge to be your sister. No, come on, your sister release in Kemman. Carry a man release in your sister. Yes. Oh yeah, come on. Come your sister release in Kemman. Carry a man on your sister carry easy. Which one will be more shameful? I'm asking you. In the moment you drew away with this question, what are you now? Imagine non go 1 year. Now your mom made the grave mistake of you make or toy. Some people may not forgive their mother. That is what we are saying. You standing for her emotionally. It's injustice. It's injustice to your conscience because of the hatred you will for another. you are allowing another to perish. That is it. My message is clear. So I actually wanted to see the opinion of people who like me and those who don't like me. You want to go? People who like me and those who don't like me. I'm going to post a video. Share that video so that we can learn a lesson. We can learn a lesson. Ife Father Mbaka Melune with them. Because he forgot that he has been a victim of the same thing. Now he is playing part in another person suffering the same fate. Oh, when they would them, they need to address that video. The same people who were all over social media at that time, and they believed they were right in even putting the name of the bishop down just to clarify this issue. Now, when it comes to their own Alpha and Omega time, they felt that his name is too big for us to mention. Did Timothy of Ebu correct them that time? The answer is no. Where are they? Where was Father Nwebe then that 4 years ago? Where were they? But because you don't believe in Ebuka deserve anything, and when we say something, people will misunderstand what we are saying. I've never regretted any of my engagement on Facebook, and I'm not going to regret it anytime soon, because it is me being Ezugo. I have never compromised once in being Ezugo. So even if I made I've made mistake. I've made that mistake being Ezugo that I am. It will only make me to learn more, to be wiser, and not to make that mistake again. It's not such a mistake that I will do intentionally. Potentially, now to manipulate him into doing that. Who can manipulate me? I always put myself in shoes of people. That is why you see me speaking with so much emotion on Facebook. Emotion, not sentimental, not being emotional into tweeting the truth. But the passion you will see me. Emotion is not the right word, but passion. You want to go? You will see me speaking with so much passion, relating that issue. It is because I am assuming that this is me. I have put myself in that position. This is me. How will I feel? How will I feel? How will I feel? Yeah? That is it. So, ohonke na mmadụ dị ilimo. There is no passion in doing that. All mmadụ dị ilimo. Iwelo just say you do say well, takana ekwu na mmadụ dị. Iti yo so ti ye magi. Go. I'm telling you, nobody can say this is me doing what I believe in. This is what I believe in. It's a call to me. So I'm not regretting anything. I want to hear opinions. Like the other time, if somebody says, Mbaka akanisi kogono, California okuduru, you say I will stop it. And they believe in Namoko. There are so many other things. I explained the issue of my temper, that it is ekelechi. That is not actually show that Namodo angry or Namodo upset. When I speak that way, is a way of me trying to make you to understand this, not that I am angry. That is ekelechi. Or if there is nothing I can do. Just focus on the message. The message is more important if you focus on that message. So I am against any form of oppression. And they believe you now. If they pass it through, another person now pass it through it, you should be able to understand. We must not always understand you. You will help us to judge another person. That was so scandalous as a priest to the church. Yet, people were able to see a reason outside the box to believe that this can actually be a setup. No matter how real it appears, people still believe that it can actually be a setup. Why another man of God pass through the same thing? Insensitive about the possibility and probability when it came in what is happening. It doesn't speak well. Share this video.